Why do I always start my videos like that? Hey everybody, it's your girl Ainsley and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time watching. This is a sit-down video regarding a recent kind of like work-related experience that I had, and I thought I'd make it just because I want to share my experience, and if anybody was kind of like on the fence like I was, I hope this will help like answer like any questions that you may have, or it'll help like sway your decision. Ainsley, once upon a time, was scrolling on Instagram and I was going through stories, and in between stories there's this one story about this girl saying like make money off of Instagram, something like that. So I was like, I'm interested, like that'd be pretty freaking cool. It was like a poll, so like I completed it and I sent it in. Totally forgot about it. Like 2-3 weeks later, I get a text from this girl and she's like, hey, like I saw you applied for this thing, and if you'd like to hear more about it, I can send you like a 30-minute video about more about it. So I was like, okay, cool. I watched the video, and this girl was just really bad with getting back to me though, because like I texted her and she never responded. And I was like, okay. So she was horrible about getting back to me. So I kind of just forgot about the whole thing again. I was like, whatever, it is what it is. Because at this point I started looking for a job because your girl's broke. Because as I was applying for jobs, I was thinking back in September, I signed up for Bumble BFF to make friends around Tampa and stuff. And there was this one girl that I messaged and she was talking about like, oh, like there's this like really cool job that you can do. It's network marketing, and like you basically just share products that you love with people around the world. And I was just like, at the time I wasn't interested because I wanted to get into the swing of things with school. So I thought back to what she said and I was like, oh, like I should message her back and say I'm interested. And I was like, is this still open? And she messaged me back and she's like, yeah, of course. Like, would you want to meet up? So I ended up meeting up with her at a coffee shop, and we were talking about this company and what she does. And basically the company is Monat. I've never heard of it, or Monet. I don't know how you say it. I say Monat. And it's short for Modern Nature. And basically it's a company that sells hair products, skincare products, like pet stuff too. It's like, that's a lot of stuff. I don't really even know. She's basically telling me about this company. She was trying to come off as it not being sales, which it is sales. So if that's what, like it's so funny because they say, oh, it's network marketing. That's how they put it, network marketing. And it's like, no, you're literally selling products to people. You're posting about them. And so basically your goal is to get VIPs, which is people, you get people to buy the product. And then you have to get, I think you have to get market partners. I think that's whatever. You basically get people to sign up to join your team. So she was telling me about this at the coffee shop, and like I literally was asking her like a bajillion questions. This was just something new, I guess, so it just seemed kind of weird to me. So I literally asked so many questions, like I felt like she was getting annoyed with me. But she was super sweet, super nice. A lot of it is posting on your Instagram. You're posting on your stories all the time, like testimonials, and like you're pushing the products like, oh, this is on sale for today, or this is on sale for the month, like come get it now. Oh, look at this hair product. Look at what it did to this girl's hair. And then you have to always go live and talk about the products, and then you have to post about the product. She's like, oh, my first month, like I made like $1,000 or $2,000. And I was just like, wow. That's like pretty impressive. Honestly, like it just all sounded too good to be true in a sense. I was like, I don't know, like give me a night to sleep on it. Because also to start up, you have to purchase a starter pack, which is basically a pack that has like some of their hair products, some of their skin products, depending on which one you get. The more expensive ones have skincare products. You have to buy those to start. Like you can't start if you don't buy them, which is a ripoff because Again, like if you look at some of the stuff on their website, it is extremely pricey. And like some of their starter packs, like I don't know how much their most expensive one is, but I know like one of them, she was trying to get me to get the 600 one. I was like, girl, no. So I was like, I don't know, give me the night to sleep on it because this is a very big commitment, obviously. And then this whole time too, she's like, you know, if you like decide to back out, they have a 30-day money back guarantee. So I'm like, okay, cool. I took the night, thought about it the next day, and I was like, you know what do I have to lose? You know, I was like, you know, this seems kind of fun. Like, let's try it. I ended up purchasing, I think they had a $350 pack, but then she added on like skincare products and stuff, so it was more expensive, and I spent over $500. Kill me. I literally was terrified of spending that much. She's like, don't worry, like you'll make it all back really fast. And I'm like, okay, we're chilling. So she just kept reassuring me, like, you're gonna be so good at this. Like, I have a feeling you're gonna be amazing at it. Like, just don't talk yourself out of it. I was excited because, you know, she's hyping me up like, girl, you're gonna be so good at this. Like, your Instagram is so cute, whatever. But then I'm thinking, like, I only have like 400 and some followers on Instagram. So I'm like, okay, how many people are really gonna want to buy this? Because even like hair care products, I was like, I'm good with what I got because my mom is a licensed cosmetologist. She goes to Cosmoprof and gets us like nice hair products, so we're not getting the crappy crap from the store that's bad for your hair. Like, she's getting us like the best products that you could get that's healthy and good for your hair. And like, yeah, my hair might be like a little frizzy, but like that's how it just naturally is, and whatever. I'm fine with my hair the way it is. I've never been, same with like my skincare. Like, I'm chilling with what I got from Target. Like, my skin, I mean, I'm wearing makeup, yeah, but like I don't get that many breakouts. I just don't. I'm good with what I got. My Target skincare, like, I'm fine. And I know some girls are like crazy about like skincare and like they need their eye cream, they need this oil for their face, and then their moisturizer and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm moisturized and whatever. But like, I've just never been one of those girls that's like, wow, like, I need top of the line skincare, top of the line hair care. The fact that like I had to get all this stuff was kind of frustrating for me because, like I said, I'm good with what I got. Why change it? You know, I got the stuff in the mail. So I tried the skincare stuff just as like, this was a very short-lived experience. Very, 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 very short. When I say short, like a week and a half. Like, that's the longest I did this. There were a whole lot of red flags that I was like, hang on, girlfriend. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this. But yeah, so I used the skincare for 2 days. And like, obviously that's not long enough to see a difference. But like, as I was just putting it on my face, I'm like, man, this just feels like glorified, like overpriced, like watery crap. I don't know, because they had like this water, golly, I need to like do my research. They had this like water spray or something. I can't remember what it was, but it literally had the word water in it. I'm like, how much you want to bet this is literally just water and they're charging how much for it? So then I put it back in the box. I never even touched the hair care, which I'll explain why. I think I boxed up the skincare the night that I was babysitting, because I was doing homework when I was babysitting, and then I was doing some research on Monat. And before I started Monat, I was looking up stuff about it, and people were like, oh, like, this is such a good job, like, if you want to stay at home, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, sweet. And it's funny how, like, I saw all the good stuff before I started. And then when I started, that night when I was babysitting, I literally wanted to like throw up because I felt so sick to my stomach, because I was looking it up and like people were saying that their hair was falling out, like they were having bald spots, they were having like burn marks on their head, and I was just like, what? Because there's this one product that they claim detoxifies your head, okay? And it says like, oh, it's natural for like, it's like 80 to 120 strands of hair to fall out. And I'm like, what, do you sit there and count? When I first started, my mentor told me that. She was like, oh, like there's this one product that like detoxifies your head and like some of your hair will fall out, but that's natural. And I'm just like, girl, if hair's falling out of my head, goodbye. Because I mean, obviously like we all lose hair, but like, no. So that's why I didn't even mess with the hair stuff, because I was too scared. People were saying it was a pyramid scheme. I called my mentor that night and I was freaking out. I was like I was just looking up stuff and like people's hair is falling out and people are saying it's a pyramid scheme. For those of you that don't know what a pyramid scheme is, a form of investment illegal in the US and elsewhere in which each paying participant recruits 2 further participants, with returns being given to early participants using money contributed by later ones. So basically, low-key sounds like what Monat is. So I'm me, and let's say I recruit 2 people on my team. And then let's say one girl's name is Alyssa. So let's say I recruit Alyssa and Kylie, okay? And Alyssa recruits Katie. So I would make money off of what Alyssa's making, and then I'd make money off of what Katie's making. So it kind of like goes down a line. A pyramid, but okay. But they claim it's not, because I called my mentor panicking, and I'm like, so yeah, like I've been reading and people are saying it's a pyramid scheme. She's like, it's not. Like, I'll send over these links and the lawsuits about the hair falling out. Like, that was when they first started and now it's better. And I'm just like, well, I don't know. After that night, I just couldn't do it. In my heart, it didn't feel right to me. And I tried to ignore that feeling, but I've always been told to go with your gut feeling. So I don't know, just after that night, nothing felt right, and I literally felt so sick to my stomach every time because in my little dorm room, I have this like big box in there, and every time I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, like what am I doing right now? And also the other thing, I don't really think the passion was there for me, because I'm not like crazy about hair and skincare. I'm not one of those girls even to be like, oh, here's my hair routine, here's my skincare routine. Like, that's just not who I am. I'm not about to sit there and share like all these hair and skincare products. So I didn't really feel like the passion was there. So that also like I didn't really want to do it. And she also claimed when I first started, she's like, I'll hold your hand like through the whole process. I'll make your Instagram posts. I'll make your stories. I'll tell you what to do. She did a little bit, but not really. Like literally my first Instagram post, guys, when you do your first post, you can't post the products. You can't post the company's name, which is sketch, if you ask me. And so I was like, okay, so how do I word my caption because for your first Instagram post, they just want you to take a picture with your box. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. Hey everybody, I'm so excited to announce that I will be joining the @Monat official fam. After years and years of feeling unsure of what I want to do, I finally feel like this is a step in the right direction. So if y'all want some bomb AF hair and skincare products, hit your girl up. I sent that to her and I was like, how's this? She's like, okay, so like everything's good except for the first and last part. Like literally.
So I would leave out the first part and the last part and then just say something like, after years and years of feeling unsure of what I want to do, I finally feel like this is a step in the right direction. So excited to work with such a great group of motivating and like-minded individuals. The best is yet to come. Twinkle emoji. Something like that,
just because, see, I cut it off, but she was just about to say, just because you want to keep it a mystery. Okay, I don't really think that's why, but okay. That was also another red flag, because she's like, oh, everything but the first and last part. Okay, so I can't say it's hair and skincare, and I can't say what the company's name is. I understand that, like, you want to keep it a mystery, but also, why can't I say the company's name? And I think I know why, because if you Google them, like, obviously everything about the company is going to come up, good or bad. So It's not a huge scam, honestly, but in my eyes it was. It just didn't feel right to me because I know there are girls out there that are like, oh, Monat, like, is the best thing that's happened to me, like, because they glorify it and say like, oh, you can go on island vacations and once you rank up, you get a Cadillac and you can make up to $100,000 a month and you can, I don't know, but... And that's also the other thing. All these girls call themselves entrepreneurs, which that's not what this is. No offense to anybody, and I'm probably gonna get shit for that, but like, that's not an entrepreneur because you're working for this company. Because they play it off like you're running your own online business. No, you're not. You're literally a salesperson for this company. That's what you're doing. That's also the other thing too, because they play it off as if you can do this on the side of like whatever your full-time thing is. So like, I'm a student, so I can do that part-time. If you're like a full-time, if you have a full-time job somewhere, you can do this part-time. But I feel like in order to make the massive amounts of money that they make, you have to quit whatever you're doing full-time and do this. So this literally has to be everything that you want to do, because my mentor was dropping out of school to do this full-time. That original girl that I messaged on Instagram, she dropped out of school and did this full-time. You're literally like, they put you in these group chats and these girls, because they're the girls on your team, and they're like, oh, I just messaged 50 people. Some of them are getting back to me. And I'm like, 50 people? Like, I don't know who I would message. And like, I was worried it would get annoying because you're always posting on your story and stuff. You're always posting on Instagram. And like, I couldn't do it. Because I asked my mentor, because I'm like, how much work is it really? Like, I need to know, I need you to be honest with me. And she's like, well, it is kind of a lot of work. And I asked my mentor to be honest with me with how much she was making. And I'm just gonna tell you guys, it's not as much as you think. You get paid every week. So this 1 month she told me she probably made a total of like $400, which isn't bad, don't get me wrong. But they sit there and claim that you can make up to like $5,000 a month when, you know, you could probably make up to $5,000 if that's all you're doing is this. But if you actually have a life, I don't think so. That was my very short-lived experience with Monat. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything, which I probably am. I don't know, I couldn't stand with the company because of the negative reviews that they had. Like a week and a half later after I got my box, shipped it back. I was like, I can't do this. I really can't. This isn't something I want to do. Because I told her that, and she's like, oh, well, could you wait until Friday until I get paid to send it? No. Like, she's the sweetest girl, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Probably never gonna do anything like that again. And if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And whoever's watching probably is like, wow, you're stupid, but like, living my best life. I hope to inform some of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, Girl Scout. And like, these walls are paper thin. Who's here? Shut up. Are we done? They're distracting me. I honestly just forgot where I was, so that's cool stuff, man. It's sweaty in here. Oh, boy, I'm horrible at explaining things. I think I need to start over. I am so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. All of a sudden, help me.
missing someone.